first step of getting your academy application started is you should already have SAT scores from high school. If you've been in the Air Force a while like me, you're going to have to be within 4 years of when you took the SAT. Now, this is going to be part of your application going through, so it could hold up your application if you don't take it prior to starting it. So the second step is going to be portal access. You're going to go to academyadmissions.com and you're going to log in your username and what you put your password to be. It's going to give you a pre-candidate questionnaire. That's your third step. That is going to consist of your personal info, skills, awards. You're going to have to enter your SAT scores there, and job history, along with additional essays. Now, those essays, example of one would be like a moral dilemma I faced, what I chose, and what I would do next time. There's going to be 3 of those, I believe. After you complete that and you submit it, you're going to go on to the candidate kit. You will get a student ID after you complete the pre-candidate questionnaire. You are going to get a interviewer and a mentor. Now, the interviewer is going to reach out to you and you're going to set up an interview as soon as you can. You want to show them that you're excited and ready to start the rest of your application. So with your interviewer, it is going to be an hour and 30 minutes long. And your interviewer is going to ask you questions like, what do you want your major to be in? Or why should they pick you? Make sure to answer these questions confidently. Remember, you are selling yourself. DoD MERB. It's an acronym, stands for Department of Defense Medical Examination Record Bureau. Now, they are going to have a few things for you to fill out, starting out with a survey asking you all your medical records to submit anything that may require a waiver. They are going to have you set up your own medical exam at a facility local to you. You're going to go there. You're going to say that you're part of ROTC or Air Force Academy. And so you're going to have the medical exam, the optometry exam, any additional waivers that you may need. That's how you're going to apply for them through the DoD MERB website. So for instance, me, I have cataracts from birth. I had to tell them, and then I submitted the optometry exam and what they had found, and that it was okay for me to have that. It wasn't deteriorating my vision, and they in turn came back with a waiver saying that I was cleared to go. Next thing is the Air Force Form 1786. That is your commander's endorsement. Now, you're going to need your SAT scores for this as well to fill out this form before he signs it. Now, it's for civilians, you would need a congressional nomination, but for the enlisted side, it's optional. If you want to be seen as more competitive, which you really don't need to be, because they have 85 slots every year for enlisted members to join the Air Force Academy, and they never fill them up every year. So unless you're a douchebag and you really don't care about your application, your commander's signature is going to be sufficient for you. Next is your CFA, your Candidate Fitness Assessment. That is going to consist of a basketball throw, pull-ups, a shuttle run, sit-ups, push-ups, and a 1-mile run. I will make a separate video specifically on the Candidate Fitness Assessment to give you guys an idea of what to expect. You will need an officer in the Air Force to administer the test. Make sure you do your research on this Candidate Fitness Assessment. Don't make the officer do it all, because you were asking a favor of him. Next thing is, once you have all that submitted, there's going to be the acceptance letter. They're going to send it to your portal, and that is going to be after your commander congratulates you. The first time you will hear of it is through your commander. He will personally tell you that you've been accepted into the academy, and then a few days later you'll get your acceptance letter. Now, don't forget, when you do get this acceptance letter, to log into your portal and to press I accept this opportunity to go to the academy, because if you don't and you forget, you're gonna have to try next year, because you literally have to say, yes, I want to go. that caught me off guard, and I managed to get it in time. After you do that, you'll get the U.S. Air Force Academy and Prep School in Processing checklist. Make sure to check your portal every day, because this is going to be on there and it's not going to be like very visible. You got to read through your portal. It's not long. Just make sure you're reading, seeing everything that they're putting in front of your face. The in processing checklist, it has to be completed for you to get your PCS orders. This is going to ask you bank info. You have something to sign called an all-in memo, which means you are committing to this opportunity. You're all in, and you're just going to sign it at the bottom and date it. Next is the form 4428. That is a form describing all your tattoos, the location, the meaning. Just fill out. It's pretty self-explanatory. The next is your SGLI. That is your where your money goes if you die. It's your life insurance. The next is your emergency record data. So like, who do they contact if something is to happen to you? Next after that is the uniform sizes. If you're already in the military, you know what uniform size you are. If not, go get measured at a tailor. There's a sponsor family request, so you will have on this checklist, it's all on your portal, don't worry about it. It's going to ask you what kind of family you like to be put with, if they have horses, if they're into sports, if they have a dog, which is cool. And you get to put in preferences for who you like them to be. Next is your talent release. So like, say you're good at basketball, you want to tell them that, and they'll be looking out for opportunities for you to play sports at USAFA. Immunization records. Now, this is really easy if you're in the military. They give you all the shots and immunizations that you need. So if you're in the military, go to your Air Force portal online, log in with your Common Access card, and you're going to look up My IMR, and you're going to go through, you're going to access that. In your IMR, it'll show your immunizations. And if this sounds too complicated, just ask anybody else in the military. Ask your supervisor; he'll know what I'm talking about. And you're going to upload all the dates of when you got that shot into the portal, where it has a slot and it asks you for those things. Now, your personal family info. I'm pretty sure this is asking you like your father and mother, who they are, and if you want to notify them if you die, if you want them to be notified due to their health, if it might affect them. There's optometry, just reporting like, hey, there's nothing wrong with my eyes. And then there's a post-concussion assessment. It's like a weird test you go through where they flash different like shapes at you, and there's a sequence of them, and then they test you. They're like, okay, did you see this shape before? Did you see this shape? Did you see this shape? And sometimes they'll rotate them. This is the hardest part, is just getting this application in. So make sure you are always emailing people, asking questions. Definitely get yourself a mentor on base that you can talk to and ask, like somebody who's been to the academy, somebody who's an officer now. Talk to as many people as possible, and always stay on top of your portal. Email, check your portal. Email, check your portal. Knock out whatever you can. If you're waiting on your SAT scores, pre-fill your forms. Get them ready, and as soon as you get your SAT scores, input those. And by the way, SATs, you need to get above a 1200 score. That's 1,200 score points on the SAT to be considered for a direct application into the academy. If you don't get above that, you're most likely go into the prep school, which is fine. Okay, honestly, I need a refresher because high school was like 4 years ago. So, for me anyway. But yeah, definitely don't be disappointed about the prep year. I'm happy to go there. I think it's going to be a great experience, and honestly, I hope to make plenty of videos showing you guys what it's like going through and what to expect. I'm just here to show you that it is possible to get this application done, even though it is lengthy. Okay, you might run into a lot of problems, but just remember, research, check your portal, and email people, and you should be good. You can follow my journey to the Air Force Academy and hopefully make it there yourself.